Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Crafting Through the Chaos of Life with Chala. Thanks so much for joining me for another video. If this is your first time here, welcome. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Today's video is a bit of a craft along with me, which we haven't done in a while. I'm starting a bee journal and I wanted to go through kind of some of the kits that I'm going to be using, and then I think today we're going to try and start on our cover. So yeah, let's get started. Let's take a look at the kits that I'm going to be using. This first one is the Bee Junk Journal Kit from TheGoldenLeaflet, and I will list these kits down below. So I got them off of this one off of Artsy. So let's take a quick flip through of this one and see what we're working with. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous kit. Look at this beautiful illustration. Like, it's just great. I love this vintage feel. So there's the first page. Oh my goodness, love that. So pretty. Just beautiful. I really, really like the style of this kit. And I don't think my printing does it justice, because my printer's been acting a little wonky on me, so it hasn't printed as nicely as it should, but it's still pretty good. Love, love, love. And there's a few areas here that didn't print too well, but I think it adds to the kind of vintage look of this. So we've got some ephemera, we've got pockets, some words, some little banners. I can get my fingers working this morning, oh my goodness. Some more cute little pockets. Some fun tickets, stamps, and words. These are just so great. I think I'm going to try cutting these out maybe with my brother's scan and cut, see if that works. Some more pockets and little decals. Some labels. This is all in this one kit, you guys, and it was on sale when I got it, so definitely head over there and check this out. Again, it's the Bee Junk Journal Kit from TheGoldenLeaflet. Just pretty. The keeping of bees, I like that. Some journal cards, kind of bookmarks, or they could be, also use them as belly bands, and some more journal cards. Just gorgeous. Okay, so that's the first kit that I am going to try and incorporate into this journal. The second kit that I printed off, just set this aside here, is the Vintage Honeybee, and this one is from SwipesAndKeepies. Again, I'll list this store down below. It's an Etsy store. And this one had some really great fun, just kind of background and great collage pieces. Beautiful journal pages as well. Look at these beautiful roses with the bees. So much fun. Cute little bees. I really like this one. It's almost like a ledger with some honeycomb on it. I think that's super, super cool. That's great. Oh, I love the sunflowers. So again, this one is called Vintage Honeybee by SwipesAndKeepies. Just stunning. Then we got some honeycomb pockets, some tags. Again, some great stuff that would be good for belly bands. Oh, just gorgeous. I can see this as kind of like the part of a, outside cover of a signature. I like the subtlety of the bees in the background there. Some more honeycomb. You see these ones printed out a lot nicer. Some labels. Those are some really great labels. Love it. Goes again with that kind of vintage vibe that we're going for. So super cool. I love the little cat. Oh my goodness, I gotta turn that off, sorry. Little alarm going on there. And this last page. So much fun. So again, that one is Vintage Honeybee Swipes and Keepies. And this one, I think was around, I think this one was on sale too. It wasn't very expensive, but you got a lot of great pages out of it. You have to head over and see the price, but it wasn't very much at all. I think it was like, I think these were less than $5 because I think one of them was on sale. But even better is this one here. This is from the Artsy Fartsy website, and these are actually free downloads that you can get. And so some great tags, some tickets. And these ones are free for personal use or in finished products for sale. So that's really great that, that you can go ahead and use these in your journals to sell. Some great fun tags. I like the colorfulness of them. So great. So yeah, those are the 3 kits that I'm going to be using for this journal. So let's kind of get started on our journal cover. So I found this book. I don't think anybody's going to appreciate this as much as you guys will, but right in my backyard, I don't know if you guys know what a little lending library is, but we literally have one in our backyard. So it's so great because there's tons of books in there that I can go and grab. And this one, I really liked the cover of this one because it was black. And I thought it would be fun to make this into a bee journal. Now, I'll probably only be able to get one signature in here, but that's okay. I still think it's fun and I want to give this a go. So I'll obviously have leftover pages to do multiple journals out of those kits that I got. So yeah, just bringing in some things here. I kind of want to do, I think, a topper on here because I like the black and I want to kind of play off of that. So I have some cardboard here that I kind of ripped off the paper just to expose some of this yumminess, this great texture. I have some kind of, I don't know what kind of fabric this is, but it's like I guess it's a cotton that I kind of wanted to work with, layer up some different textures. I have some yellow cheesecloth, and this actually is, you get the package here. This is from the dollar store. It says it's 6 lemon stretch wraps, and so I don't know how you would use them because I'm not much of a cooker. I like to bake more, but they have little elastics in them. Whoops. And then they obviously cover something. So I just cut the elastic off, and then let me show you that. I mean, this is a great piece to use as well. But yeah, I just cut that down. So there's that. And then what else do I have? I have, oh, some fun die cuts. And these actually will be available over on my Etsy store, so keep an eye out for those. But this one is faux burlap. So much fun. It like totally looks like burlap. I just think, yeah, that's a really fun die cut that we can use. And then these honeycomb ones I might use. I might just cut out the honeycombs from them. Oh, sorry, it's probably hard to see that black one on there. And then for stamps, I kind of brought in, this one is Tell the Bees. It's a special edition from Craft Consortium. And I got this from Scrap and Stamp Canada. And this one as well. This one is Impression Obsession. And there's no name on this. It's just a number. This is F13983. But I got both of these from Scrap and Stamp Canada. So definitely head over there and check that out as well. I'll try and leave a link to these down below. So with that, let's kind of get started. I have a general idea, but I don't know how it's going to turn out, so bear with me. Let's start by, I guess, tearing this down. So I don't necessarily want an exact straight edge, so let's tear this. And let's get the height. How high do we want it? Well, let's take a look at our stamp. I definitely want my stamp on there somewhere. So stamp is about that big, so let's rip it down about here. Like so. Save that piece for something else. And rip the side. I gotta tell you guys, I am up super early this morning, and which is exciting because then I get a video done before my day kind of starts, but my hands aren't awake yet, so trying to rip this is, I can still feel I've got the tired in my hands. My hands aren't quite awake. But yeah. So how are you guys doing? I hope you're all having a great day and that you're able to spend some time in your craft room today. I had a great night last night with the husband. We had a date night. We went out to this restaurant called Indian Cuisine. Oh, it was so good. We had samosas and oh, it's great. I don't even remember what it's called, but harali, chicken harali. Oh, it's like this mint and cilantro chicken. Oh, it was so good. And then tonight I'm going to have some girlfriends and my mom come over for a fun game night, girls game night. So that'll be great. Okay, let's take a look. So I kind of like that. And then this is obviously too big, but I want my stamp on there. So let's cut this down a little bit. Is that going to be, how are we going to do that? Well, let's just cut this down. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to layer this yet, but cut that there. Give it a rip. Take off some of these little edges, fray it up a bit. Alright, just trim that a bit. Alright, so we've got this. Now what I want to do on here, let's move this to the side, to bring out my stamp perfect. And the reason why I'm using this is because this is a fairly detailed stamp. I don't think I'm going to get a perfect image the first stamp down. So by using this stamp platform, I'll be able to stamp it multiple times to get a good impression. So let's go ahead and try that. Stick this on here. And try and line this up. Hopefully this works. Stamping on fabric isn't always the easiest, but I think we can give it a go. Close the lid. So I just took out the inserts that were in there. There's a foam pad, and then I have this old silhouette mat, sticky mat that I use for my paper when I'm stamping. It just kind of holds it in place so it doesn't move around. And get rid of my fabric scissors so I don't accidentally use them on paper. I'm going to be using StazOn black ink for this. This is the jet black. And I know I'm weird. I love StazOn. The smell of it, I don't know. It kind of reminds me of like almonds or something. I don't know. We'll go ahead and ink this bad boy up. Making sure I get enough ink on all the little detailed pieces. This is just such a beautiful, beautiful stamp. Love the detail of it. Okay, let's give that a go. And I'm going to grab my little special tool here. This is actually just a piece from a air hockey game that my son had, and it had felt on the bottom of it, and it just works perfect as a stamp chuck. So I confiscated it and called it my own. They weren't playing with it anymore, so go ahead and press that down. Let's see how we did for our impression. Ooh, not bad, not bad. I do want to maybe darken that up a bit. It's not as dark as I would like. So we'll try inking it up again. Hopefully it inks nicely. again, just press that down, giving it time to soak into the fabric. Yeah, so I hope you guys are all doing well. I figured the bee journal would be a great way to kick off spring. I'm really feeling hopeful of the weather changing here. Okay, I like that a bit better. It's still not as dark as I would like, but I think that's okay too. I think it kind of gives it that worn look, so really love that. Love how that turned out. Okay, so I'm gonna try and be a good stamp mom here. And I'm just going to quickly clean off this stamp. This is just some stamp cleaner from Michael's that I put in this container. And surprisingly enough, it takes the stays on off the stamp fairly well if you get to it right away. There we go. There, now I feel better. I feel like I can put that away and not worry. Let's see here. Set that to the side. I can set all of this to the side. Get my magnets out of the way. My poor son, he felt so bad. He was using this the other day and he grabbed the two magnets, and of course the magnets, you know, closed together in his hand and one broke. He felt so bad. Like, that's okay, I've got more magnets. So what else do we have here? Let's bring this in. So I have this. Maybe I can layer it like this. The thing with toppers is, you know, I'm looking at this. Maybe this piece just isn't big enough. Let's try bringing in this. I don't know which one I want to use, you guys. Let me just tear this off. I really like that exposed corrugated look. So if I add that, this is just really all about layering up. I think I actually like this piece better, but I don't necessarily like that the straight edges, and tearing it isn't working. What's going on here? Probably because I'm trying to tear a small area. Let's try that. And then a little bit on the bottom here. So that other piece was just a little bit too small, but that's okay. I can still use it on another project. I can just get this to rip nicely for me. That would be good. Oh my word. Not playing nice. Come on, yes, little bally bugger. Let's see if I can kind of get it started a bit with the scissors. Let's try this way. There we go. I think we got it. Maybe not. I think the problem is I'm really trying to rip a small area that's right on the upper bit of the corrugated piece, so it's not wanting to rip nicely. Okay. And then we got this side. Just don't like the straight edges. I want it ripped a bit. So sorry about this, guys. There, this is making me happier. I like that better. Okay. We still have enough for this to go on. This is where we just kind of start playing with the layers of things, and I think I just kind of want to randomly cut this out without really thinking about it too much. And I kind of like that. What else does it need? We could look at our lace. So here's some real burlap. And then here's our burlap little die cut. I think that looks so cool. Anyways, got some lace. Really just kind of matches perfectly, but I don't know if I want it to match perfectly. I think I kind of want it to stand out a bit. So let's see. This is all kind of really similar in color tone, but see what we can do here. I'm going to take a sip of my coffee and think about this for a bit. Let's see. Maybe have a lace right under. Like that. Maybe I'll do something like this. I think that's okay. I feel like I need to start getting things glued down though. Because if I don't commit, then I could have problems down the road. I won't have anything to show for our time together if I don't start kind of gluing things down. I do want to put lace on the spine to cover this up, so I don't think I want the lace on that side. Maybe I want it offset a little bit more. See, the problem is I start to overthink things, right? And then just goes from there, right? And I don't get anything really done. Okay. I like that, but it definitely needs something else. I'm not sure what, but let's go ahead and start gluing this down because I need to learn to commit. So let's pull this off and let's use Fabri-Tac. And I guess we'll just kind of, whoop, I forgot that my Fabri-Tac hole is pretty big. So let's start just gluing that down. I'm going to grab my little glue card just so I don't get my fingers all gluey. And if you're wearing nail polish that's not like shellacked or gel, Fabri-Tac will take your nail polish off, so just be careful. And I'll glue down here. I think I got enough glue in that one area. It's really seeping through. Okay, a little bit here. Alright, now for this, I think I'm going to use art glitter glue just because, I mean, we have such little tiny areas to work with, and I think this little detailed nozzle will be our best friend for this job. I do. So yeah, what have you guys been up to? Have you been watching any good movies? Anything I need to check out? I had watched Inventing Anna. I jumped on that boat. It was different. It was it's kind of funny how they said, you know, it's a true story except for all the parts that were made up. Like, I just thought that was funny. At the beginning of every episode. It's wild to think that that, you know, is, you know, loosely based off of a true story. Like, how does someone get away with that? Right? Like, that much money? People who are just willing to hand over or let somebody rack up that much money. It's crazy. So maybe, yeah, we can put that down there. Alright, I know it doesn't look like much right now, and I'm probably not even on screen, so that's not very helpful for you guys, is it? Okay, let's try. Do you want to put that there? Yeah. So for this, I'm going to use the 3-in-1. I'm really not sure what the difference between 3-in-1 and Fabri-Tac is. They seem to be really similar in makeup, but I don't know. We'll use the 3-in-1 because it sounds like a good idea right now. If I can get it to come out. My daughter was using it yesterday. She made this, is so cute. She took a box that I had and she made like a little movie tray, so like a place for her popcorn, a place for her drink, a place for candy, and she decorated it all up, and she said that's what we can use on family movie night to carry all the stuff. Sorry, I just have to just use this pin, unstick my glue here. Come on. I see people use the sugar bell bottles for their glue. I don't know if that would make a difference, but I do have a very small hole in this one. My Fabri-Tac, you know what, let's just use Fabri-Tac, because that Fabri-Tac has a bigger hole and we know it's going to come out, and we also know it will stick with this, so let's do that. Why fight the process? It's obviously not working with the 3-in-1, so this is just as good. All right. What about there? I think that looks good. And we'll put this on top. Now I do have Fabri-Tac decanted in this tiny little bottle, and I want to use this because Fabri-Tac can leave kind of some dark markings on your fabric, so I kind of want to avoid that, so I'm going to just put a thin little layer, and hopefully this might be too thin. Come on. Why is glue not working for me today? Okay, I'm giving up on the glue process today. It's not my friend. Let's put the pin back in our art glitter glue. Alright, so, well, I'm going to have to carefully try not to get too much out. Really slowly. And I just want to put it around the edges. Hopefully this won't show through too much. Okay. Let's try this then. Alright, little bumblebee. You are going to your new home. There we go. Lay that on there. And my fingers are all sticky. Ugh, I just hate that feeling. Okay. So there's the start of our journal. Not too bad. Let me see what else I have to play with. Just kind of looking at some of my Nouveau drops. I have some yellow ones. Let's try. Got some scrap paper here. When I'm using Nouveau drops, I always like to just kind of practice or play a little bit with them. Again, gotta unstick it. It's been a while since I've used the Nouveau drops. It's kind of one of those things that you forget about too, right? Like you buy it and then you don't need to buy anymore because this stuff lasts forever. Oh, you guys, what is going on today? Come on out. Okay. I am not sure what we're doing here, but come on. You know you want to come out. Oh, Lord, love a duck. How do we get stuff out? Maybe it's just telling me it doesn't want to be on the journal. I don't know. Give it one more try, and then if it doesn't work, then we're going to abort mission on the whole Nouveau drops thing. And we'll just think of something else. I don't know what yet. Well, maybe we could have some buttons or something on there. Okay, yeah, Nouveau drop's not working, so let's abort mission on this one. Sorry about that, guys. Let me go to my button box and bring that out and see what we can play with on that. Just go to my drawer here. What is it? Oh, sorry about that, guys. It's kind of buried under some cracker boxes. Okay, my big old box of buttons. Let's see, let's put this back in our art glitter glue so it doesn't gum up on us. All right, what do we got? Oh, those are cute little elephants, but that's not really gonna go with what we're doing here. I have lots of vintage buttons. These are all from my mom. So these are like from the, oh man, like 50s to current. So lots of vintage goodness in here. What kind of button do we want? Nice little yellow one here. That might be cute. What else? There's cute little flower ones, but I'm not sure. Well, I'll give it a try. Let's see. So when I come across buttons that have these little backs on them, I just take my wire snips and break them off so that they sit nicely. It's cute, but I'm not sure. Not really sure I want that on there. What else do we have? Some gorgeous, look at these gorgeous brass buttons. Aren't those fun? Obviously not for this theme, but like, look at these. So much fun. This is like a little treasure trove in here of goodness. Look at those. What would one of those look like? We won't know until we try. Oh. Kind of don't mind that. You know what we could do with this? is we could use it for an enclosure. Let's put this stuff aside for a second. Yeah, I could figure out how to have, do you see what I'm saying? Like I have a string back here that would wrap around this. I don't know, what do you guys think? Wish I could hear you. Well, see, this really changes the look of this. This is kind of making it, I feel like this light color makes it feel kind of soft. And this just kind of really changes the feel of it. Makes it more, I don't know, almost feels a little more industrial. I don't know. What do we do? What do we do? More coffee. I'm at a loss. I need more coffee. What do we figure, you guys? Just kind of got to this point, now I'm a little stuck. And I like how that's come. Just don't know how I would. See, that I can just break right off. Do not know. Okay. I think I'm gonna go with this pail button. Yeah, all that to say, I'm going with the pail button. Sorry about that. Indecision, right? It's just hard to know what you should do. But I'm going to commit to this button, and I'm going to commit to it right there. Look at me making choices. Atta girl, Chala. Atta girl. Okay. Fun. Fun, fun. Feel like, what else do we need? I'm not sure. Maybe this is just all we need. Now, what do you guys think? I think that's fun. I like it. I want to kind of think about what we could do for the papers on the inside. I know I want that button to dry. I think it'll be okay if I lay it like this. And let's look at some of our papers from the Vintage Honeybee. Swipes and Keepsies. We had some good papers in here. Kind of like that. So I think I'll do that. I might have to print off another one just so I have enough. Yeah, let's go ahead and set this aside and let it dry, and I got glue on my mat now. Does make me happy. Okay, so I'm going to set this aside just for a bit. I like how it's come. I think it might need a little more. I'm just not sure what right now. So let's set this aside for a bit. And let's clean up some of our glues so we have room to work. I always end up crafting myself into like a little 6-inch space. So I need to be better at that. Okay. I don't think we need our chuck anymore. Put this ribbon away. And so yeah, I think what we'll do is prep this up and see if we can get it on our book, and maybe we'll call that a video. We'll have our cover done. So I'm just going to trim off this white border that I have going on. I think we'll have time to get this done. I know this is a little longer video, but some people like the longer videos and some people like just the shorter, you know, tutorial ones. Some like the craft with me, some don't. I'm trying to give a little bit of a variety for all of y'all. Let's measure this. Okay, again, crafting myself into a little bit of a corner. That's okay. Ruler. Okay. So this measures, I think we can get away with 5 1/4. So let's try, what do we get when we put it exactly in half? Let's try that. Measure that. So that is, yeah, about 5 1/4, so that works out fairly well. Let's go ahead and trim that down. Make sure it's straight. Alright, not quite in half, but that's okay. Put this on here. I think I might leave a little bit of that white border around here. And then the same thing on this side. Yep. That will work well. And then I will just have to have something down the middle for the spine, which is okay. Alright, let's go ahead and get this glued down. Get my cutter put away. And what do we want to use for glue? You know, I'm kind of thinking maybe Mod Podge. Why don't we try some Mod Podge? Let me find my little silicone brush. Where are you? I literally just had eyes on you. Where did you go? There's this one. This one's kind of breaking. I don't know. Where are you? No, I had another one. Oh, there it is. There. Yeah, this one works a bit better. Alright, well, let's try and get this done. I don't know how it's going to work, but get out some paper just to kind of glue on. I think I want to apply the Mod Podge to the back of this and then onto a project. So let's try that. I don't know. We're just kind of winging this here, guys. Hopefully this works. So yeah, what projects are you guys working on? Are you doing some spring themed projects? Are you just, what are you working on? I know I want to do little craft projects. It's not paper related because my channel isn't really solely for one particular craft, although I do kind of go through stages of what I'm interested in at the time or what's kind of motivating me or creatively. Right now obviously it's journals, but I do card making and crochet and do other crafts. But I have a fun fun kind of like little Easter craft thing that I want to do. Okay, so I think this is going to work well. A little bit of a border. I think that's good. My paper is kind of wrinkling on me a little bit. And there is our handy dandy little tool. And glue that down. I think that'll be okay. I did have to use some kind of like fiber tape because when I was taking out the innards of the book, I accidentally slit the spine, which is okay because I fixed it here with this stuff, and then I'm going to be putting lace over top, so we shouldn't see that. And this has definitely strengthened it, so it's not going to come apart. But I do want, I think on this tape, to use a wee bit of art glitter glue, because I think just on the edge here, that'll give it some extra grab. We all know art glitter glue dries nice and quickly. So just pressing that down. Hopefully you guys can see I'm on camera. I'm kind of all over the place. It's like I move around, I travel on my desk when I craft. Okay, so that looks really good. I'm really happy with that inside. I think that looks super cute. Now, set this aside. And we'll glue our other piece. I think I had kind of the right amount of glue that time too. I didn't have too much. It was just the right amount. And this little spatula works really great, especially for decoupaging and when you need like to cover a large amount of glue space. I got it at Michael's in the kind of in the paper craft area. It was by like the distress inks and stuff. Just super handy little silicone brush. And it's great because you can just clean it off with a baby wipe. And down here in my little studio area, I don't have a bathroom yet down here, so no sink or anything, so it's nice when I can clean things off with baby wipes or paper towel or what have you. Okay, make sure we get this glued right side up. Leaving a little border around again. Try and get the wrinkles out. Can I lift it up? I'm not exactly happy with the placement. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Don't rip. Okay, I'll try this again. I buggered that up just a little bit. I didn't have it high enough, so I'm just adding a little more glue here. Kind of ripped the paper a bit, but that's okay. You can salvage it. All is not lost. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so there we go. So let's take a look. I'm just going to grab my paper towel and wipe off this Mod Podge quickly. And pin back in our art glitter glue, super important. Well, let's take a look at what we accomplished today. Excuse me. Alright, so we did this fun cover. Again, I'm not sure if it's completely done. It's done for now. I might add some stuff to it later, but I like how it looks. Maybe it needs some gold or something. I don't know. But for now, I like how it is. I like how it turned out. It's super cute. And then we got the inside covering done. and then we'll start working on our signatures for the next video. So thank you so much for joining me for today's video. If you liked today's video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Remember to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. Take care, guys, and P.S. I love you.